Let's hear it for circuits, lines drawn in the earth, cut to scramble for ample. Little mouse hole to park your new car and chew off our hearts. With teeth we are losing from...
Hey there, this is the F Plus Podcast, Terrible Things, Right with Enthusiasm. My name's Lemon.
And I'm Isfahan.
And, so we are, like 124 episodes in at this point. Got some great stuff to look forward to.
You know, Lemon, I thought about playing lacrosse in high school. I didn't, though. I consider it a lost opportunity. It's kind of haunted me ever since.
Terrific. That's great. Okay, anyway, so we going through a broad range of subjects, and I know that some people kind of get
recently I decided to switch to safety razors instead of the cartridge razors because they're just cheaper, a lot cheaper.
Boy, that's seconds of my life that I'm glad I spent on that. Okay, anyway, as we were going to say, we've had two different submissions here. One from Dacey.
Well, you know, my job's going great. I really enjoy the work I'm doing. I think I'm going to be there for a while.
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm telling you about me because it's all about me, and I need to inform people about me.
Oh, I see what's happening here. So you recognize that the F Plus is an internet podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It's a piece of content on the internet, and therefore it's your job to just talk about yourself incessantly to an audience of no one.
Absolutely, because, you know, like anybody on the internet, I need to inform them about my life and the things that affect me, and I need an outlet for that.
No, I understand completely. Well, that's no problem. But rather than doing that here in these bumpers, what I'm going to want you to do is to go to Experience Project. It's experienceproject.com. Okay. It is a place where people say specific problems or facets to themselves. You know, I'm a kleptomaniac, or I sure do like putting peas in my own butt. And so they say that, and then other people ostensibly start a support group, but they just end up talking about themselves instead. So it's just kind of like a circle jerk, but everyone like is pretending like they're the only people that are stroking their own cocks.
Oh, so this sounds like the place for me.
Terrific. All right, so that's what we got tonight. It's experienceproject.com. Readers assemble!
Do you know what it means to be doomed? Do you know what it means to be cursed? When the blue eyes are washing their mouths in the south, you know they're hiding bodies north. Did you know that we're sinking?
In the room tonight we have Boots Rain Gear.
I touched my boyfriend's penis through his underwear and they were pre-ejaculate, and I touched his hands and he touched my penis. Will it cause to get pregnant? I feel scared.
Yes, Fahan.
And many the reality makes me surprised, which conclude my awakened memory.
Portax?
Have any of you experienced being on a podcast with a bunch of nerdy goofballs?
No.
Jimmy Franks?
Dinosaurs were before man, so do you think God could be a T-Rex? And how would I pray to a T-Rex and would he or she understand me?
Holy shit, it's Squiddy McConway!
I'm nearby!
And Lemon. I'm done fussing with ignorant people. It's fun at first for a while, but it gets very confusing. Just because they're older doesn't mean they can control everything. Nature is very confusing, so you can't really know what happens. Everyone is diff. Hey, F+.
Hey, Lemon.
Hi, Lemon.
How's it going?
Hi.
Great.
Hi.
Do you guys feel like you have friends?
I do get
You
that delusion
assholes? No.
sometimes.
Yeah.
You just tried to show me Luigi's sex, so no.
Well, you know, we're of course strangers who exist in a cloud of resentment and vanity. So we're not friends.
No.
And so if you want friends, you should probably look no further than the Experience Project. It is a place where people can talk about their own problems with other people who in no way are ever sympathetic to their problems because they're too busy talking about their own problems.
That sounds like a safe place
The
to
site should
explore
be
your
called
issues.
sinceyouasked.com.
No, they already bought I Don't Give a Shit, Let's Talk About Me. All right. Let's start out nice and gentle here. Jimmy Franks,
You?
you've seen a beautiful girl, right?
I have. And I would like to tell you about it right now.
Perfect. That would be great.
I seen this beautiful girl.
Yeah?
Blonde beauty. I got a new job at Walmart. I was working in the toy section when I heard this voice say, "Excuse me." I turned around and was amazed. There was this girl standing there, blonde and beautiful. I know you probably hear it a lot, but she was the most beautiful girl I ever saw.
I do hear it a lot.
She does not have a supermodel body, but she was just a beauty. The one you see once a life. All the while I was thinking this, she was standing there like, hello. then I came to.
Okay.
She asked me a couple questions about putting a display up. Anyway, we started talking about stuff, and she was just so smart and pretty and full of life.
Were you talking about the display?
Yeah.
Did that ever get resolved?
Yeah, it was a stand-up for the Hunger Games. It was...
Okay, somebody needs to put this end cap up. So what are you up to? What you doing this weekend? Waiting for you to put this fucking thing up.
Was she an employee? I'm sorry.
I just told you it was a stand-up for the Hunger Games. It was the Katniss.
Oh, you were talking to the stand-up.
Yeah, she's so beautiful.
Okay.
She's so ready to experience the world. And so am I. Well, then lunchtime came. We parted ways. Then midway through lunch, I saw her again. It seemed like 10 miles away, and it was just for 10 seconds, but it seemed like eternity. So pretty, walking towards me, waving, and walking away. It's also weird because she's the only girl who ever showed any interest in me. Anyway,
You're imagining
Wave
that.
to you?
I'd love to see her again, but I doubt I ever will. Has this happened to anybody else?
Is she? I still don't know if she's an employee or a customer. Like,
Has
why was she there?
anyone ever been horny for a girl? Yes, no.
Has anyone ever met a good-looking girl?
So this post is entitled "I'm in love with an older man." The original post is not bad. It's quite good. In fact, it does contain the sentence, "I'm 14 and he's 27. I met him when I had to take a Chaddism course for my conformation. I'm a Catholic."
Chaddism.
But it's not exactly what we want. The post by Funky. So in response to the original post of "I'm in love with an older man,"
And proberly always will be.
right. Lingari Lover says, "I want a girl who love me." And then after that, Maddox732 tells a story
Holy shit!
about a guy that she's in love with. Squiddy, will you take that, please?
Oh, God. That's kind of a lot to throw on someone out of practice. All right.
Come on.
Somebody get the priest to perform the last rites here.
All right.
Just so to help you properly, feel this, to get a little more background. It is in a, where is it? It was was this beautiful old monastery. So just so you have a setting.
Dial that in.
It paints a picture.
It is like 5 sentences, and it is a huge block of text. Okay.
Yeah,
You can do it.
it is one
Welcome
sentence.
back to the podcast.
Yeah. There's this guy I'm truly in love with. He's just a little bit older than me. Just like you, I go to church every Wednesday just to see him. He puts his arm around me, but I'm not sure if he's joking or not, if you know what I mean. Then when I was hoping he would hold my hand, my fat girl comes and sit in between us, and me
My fat girl.
and me and him
Is
look
that your
at each
fat
other,
girl or my fat girl?
and we both have that rude look on our face. I was thinking he would move and come sit next to me, but he didn't, of course. But then when I was waiting for my mom to pick me up, he was still there, and he told me to sit next to him, and he called me sexy or sweaty or pretty. I couldn't really make that word out, so he said...
Whoa! That's a big difference.
You are perspiring, baby. Woo!
You so
Or
sweaty.
ugly or tiresome.
So I sat down and he put both arms around me and said, "It'll keep you warm." So of course, I was screaming with joy inside.
And screaming with regular outside.
Then I asked my cousin if she had his number, but she didn't know I liked him because she was apparently oblivious to everything, and I didn't want to tell her I liked him because she's a blabbermouth. It turned out she had his number but wouldn't give it to me because she was in one of her moods, so I asked her to ask him if he liked her something.
I've liked before.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, like
you
on
overliked.
Facebook?
or something.
And she said he never replied, but she lies, so I didn't know if he replied or not.
Wow.
So
You're a great friend.
This is my
I
cousin.
ask people questions and then don't believe their answers, so...
Well, they say that she's a shitty friend, but she's the one calling her friend my fat girl, so, you know, fucking this is a very unhappy relationship these two women have.
Oh my gosh, I can't even find my place now.
She said in her-
the next time at church, she saw him put his arm around me, so she texted me and was like, "Ooh, that's why you wanted his number." So was like, yeah, can I have it? And she said she didn't like the idea of us going out, so she didn't give it to me. She said she would text him again, and I think she told him I didn't like him or something because I carpool with him and my cousin in the mornings to school, and my mom was picking me up the whole week, so I sat in the front.
So you go to church with him, you
What?
hang out with him, you carpool with him, but
He puts his arms around you.
he puts his arms around you, but you can't figure out an in to get his phone number?
Clearly, she has to use the horrible cousin.
Oh,
Yes.
That's
She wants to make sure she's got a green light before
She is the gatekeeper.
She doesn't want to be too aggressive and blow it.
Oh my gosh, this is like stream of consciousness here. And I have lost my
She's
spot.
actually devolving. It's getting worse the more she talks.
Or how dick happened. Fat girls say so.
I carpool in the mornings to school, and my mom was picking up that whole week, so I sat in the front. The guy, sat in the middle, but he leaned forward, so his face was beside me to where he could see me, and my cousin sat in the back. But after that night, when she texted him, he sat in the back furthest from me, and he pouted the whole time and was quiet. My cousin sat in the middle seat, and then my nosy mom had to get into this, so she went to the guy,
Can I get a diagram?
house and asked his older brother what his number was, so I was freaking pissed at her.
Nobody is allowed to have his number but me.
This week on Downton Abbey.
I was so freaking pissed at her halfway because I got his number, but it was sad that my mom had to get it for me. So I texted him, and he laughed at almost everything I said because I'm just a funny person and have a very large personality. And the next day, my cousin's mom picked up, and he sat right next to me!
Yay!
I
And
think it's creepy that you're using your mom to help with your dating life, but
I know,
whatever.
right?
No, she didn't
Mom,
want
I really
her
want
mom
to have
to.
sex with this guy, but my fat girl is stopping me. What do?
okay.
That's what I call
covered, baby!
her conscience is a fat girl.
Oh, is that the twist? It's like Fat Tyler Durden?
daughter wants your phone number and she's got low self-esteem!
Twilight Sparkle is her mom?
Apparently.
Wow, this includes a cotillion. This is awesome. And then
Yeah.
from and
high
then
living.
from then on, he sat right next to me. Then the cotillion came, and I got to dance with him. But I was tongue-tied because I get very nervous in person.
You weren't tongue-tied.
I know, but I get very nervous in
You were
person.
No,
tongue-tied.
what were you? What were you?
Oh, Townstein, that's even
Town-
worse.
Town- I get very nervous in person, like I freeze up. And now we on fall break, so he's at the beach, but he still has been texting me. What the hell is this story? This is like the story of how
She likes a guy.
she likes the guy and he likes her too. What?
And it's a very big deal where he sits in the van.
But
Well,
like,
it's also
okay,
like it's a really great sort of like early taste of experience project because like Funky comes in here and says like, "Oh, I'm in love with this older man," blah blah blah, and then Maddox shows up and goes, "I like this boy."
Yeah, it has nothing to do with anything
Completely
else.
unrelated.
Well, she's commiserating. You know, she's like, "Hey, I hear you.
No, it's
And I can one up you. I can top that.
I
Check
hear
this
you,
shit
which
out."
is weird because I'm shouting so loud.
it's that classic forum thing of, oh, you have conflict? I don't have that.
yeah. I'm skinny. Goodbye.
All right. Isfahan, is it true that you're emo?
Yeah.
Is that true? Is it also true that you're goth?
I don't know. Let me check the... Yeah.
I heard,
I'm both.
I heard Susie's 2-star one. That you're both emo and goth.
You're right, Lemon. I'm emo and goth.
Wow, me too.
Rich goth girl, I love being goth. It's one of the reason I don't have to worry about peer pressure. And that's peer as in jetty.
Other people have to worry about peers.
Yeah, well, you know, when the tide
These Steven
comes
Seagal
in.
direct-to-video movies are getting horrible.
the structural integrity of this marina.
I don't give a shit. I'm goth. What?
Well, until you account for Christian, I don't know who Christian is, but she's not someone I tend to be with. Oh.
Yeah, sure.
No one in my family knows, meaning they don't care why I am goth. Don't care why I am goth.
How fucking strange.
I don't bother telling them because they don't care. All they want is me to act like a normal girl that lives in Florida. We live in New Mexico. I don't understand why they want me to act like a Floridian. But
act like a crazy person who like lives in the shed and wrestles
There's
alligators.
there's no crazy people in Florida. Come on. There isn't an entire blog devoted to Florida Man.
Oh,
But anyway.
Florida Man, the world's worst superhero.
Yeah. Which ain't gonna happen. Once when I was gone, they paid to have my room repainted and remodeled. I wanted to kill them, but I got my way with them, and they gave me some money. I took the rest from them. Before you go saying I'm an evil bunch of stars, they're loaded. They've never paid attention to what I waited, and as a kid, as I whatted. And as a kid, they never paid attention to me. I guess I just wanted a mother and father that cared about me. Now I treat them like kids to see if they'll discipline me, but know nothing. They don't even care enough to try.
Right, because
So you want them to be more involved in your life?
nobody's ever done what you're doing.
Yep.
Pioneer.
I'm angsty and self-involved. Yeah.
I guess that's my fault too. Once I said I'd kill myself if they didn't stop messing with my goth stuff.
Wait a minute. Okay, so they don't care enough to like do anything to me.
Yep.
Now they're doing stuff to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah.
Alright, that's
They
fine.
don't care. Hey, stop messing with my goth stuff. They don't care if I'm a goth though.
Stop taking my Crow soundtrack out of the
Yeah.
stereo.
Oh, she's goth and a time traveler. Is that
Yep.
Yeah.
Stop,
cassette tape.
stop taking my on loop Bauhaus out of the whatever.
Well, it's no reason to just let me bully them. We live in the Ocean 3. This place is a tower where each floor is like a small house, and one of those 50 floors is our home. I hate it.
I hate being
Living in
rich.
South Beach and being goth don't mix very well. The sun burns me alive.
I hope that she has really cool goth outfits that also show her butt cheeks.
Yeah. Be good in a
I
montage.
think that's, yeah, it would be. In a montage for like Burn Notice, then there's the weird goth girl.
Oh yeah, totally. When you're a spy, you're really sad.
Well, I'm done. So for 3 people, use this account. Use this one account. Me, I'm Susie. I'm in high school. Another Susie. She's only 10, and this other girl Star. She's 9. They wanted me to point that out. Oh, and I'm just goth, not emo.
Great.
Whoa!
Then I understand what you titled this. I am emo
and the title
goth.
of this title of this once again. I am emo and goth.
Oh, well, hold on a second. That's a twist ending, man.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
I
Susie
did
and
not see
Star
that
are
coming.
emo.
Why do 3 people have to share an account?
But that's the thing, is like, this girl's like, oh, no one's ever had problems like me before. I'm so original and unique. By the way, I'm using the old other people share this account ruse from like 1995.
Yeah, that's
But why
what
would
is
you make
with
them up to
teenage.
be
What is with
10?
girls are like saying, "Oh, other people use this account too."
Well, because it's super. Because you need like you need your own email address in order to make an account in a website. Like, how the fuck can you get one of those?
No,
Those are really hard
because
to come
otherwise,
by.
should wouldn't be able to call herself Susie's 2 Star 1 if she isn't actually 2 Susies and a star?
Yeah.
Holy
that should be
shit!
lying.
You're right.
I think Susie's just won that table tennis match.
I like
poor
how
Tex.
uncreative it is.
Poor Tax. What's your favorite smell? Like just kind of a smell that you like to have? Is it sort of like
I
baking
would
cookies
say
or lavender?
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich covered in Herbal Essence's shampoo.
Good. That's a good
vintage
guess.
herbal
but it's-
essence, like from the 90s, because they've just started to remake that.
Oh yeah, aged like a fine wine on my
Yes.
peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Oh dear.
It's probably fermented by now.
Anyway, that's the incorrect answer. Anyway, that's not your favorite
How
smell.
could that be the incorrect answer to anything?
It's not your favorite smell. I'm going to paste this link, and then you're going to tell me, Tybron, what your favorite smell is.
What the fuck?
Also, what is
Why
your
are you
avatar
saying that
type?
about your own preference?
Yeah, that's weird.
Oh look, yeah, okay. So my name. Oh my God. Okay.
Go on.
My name My name is Tybron, and my icon is from the fucking Jack webcomic.
Sure.
Is it?
Yeah,
Then you're not a pervert.
those misshapen eyes, that fucking mouth, that is totally,
I just thought it was like some generic skunk furry thing. And
No.
Anyway, what do you like?
I like punching lemon in the face, but also, I like the smell of skunks.
no shit.
Skunks. Yeah.
Read on.
A fine mix of natural aromas. When I smell a skunk on the wind, it's majestic enough that even when passengers in my car roll up their windows and gag, I roll mine down and slow down or even stop to enjoy it if I'm alone.
Masturbate.
Which is often.
I've loved the scent ever since I was a kid, but even more so as an adult. To be truthful, it does wonders for my libido.
You don't say.
But I'll stop on that thought since this is, after all, a public entry. Wow,
Right.
really?
You wouldn't
you
want to
did
come
have
off
to
looking like a
mention it.
pervert.
Yeah.
A furry with some modicum of,
Yeah, you're right. Some modicum of respectability and, thinking about what they're projecting to the world. Also, there are 2 more paragraphs to your post.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. I slowly got used to skunk scent at stronger levels, because it really is a whole new level of aroma when fresh sprayed and then filtered out by the wind by far. I won't lie, there's lots of parts of it so pungent I can see why people hate it. Garlicky thiols, oniony sulfurous reek, a gasoline additive tinge, and burnt rubber and coffee grounds all mixed up into one big aromatic experience.
Oh, also the fact that it's a stench that comes off the liquid off of an animal's anal gland.
Yeah. It's
That
almost as
might
if they specifically evolved that to keep things away.
I am happy that I learned a new word. I've never heard the word thiol before. It's a
Are you looking it up?
Yeah.
Exciting?
well, it's basically a garlic odor.
Sure. Yeah, because garlicky. Whenever I smell a skunk, garlicky is really the first one that
Is
comes
there
to
an
mind.
Italian restaurant nearby?
Yeah, this is
Skunk-hated Olive Garden, you guys, you don't even know.
this is starting to read like an online beer review.
You're probably not far off as to how they approach this.
I think perhaps it's a unique mix that makes skunk scent enjoyable for me, though. I love it so much I've bought pure quill skunk spray from hunting supply stores online, as well as chased skunks. See, I had a skunk encounter group for details.
Here's a
imagine-
group.
Imagine every time you walk into the hunting supply store, they whisper in hushed tones and point
There's
at
the
you.
skunk guy.
Well, I show up in full fursuit, but you know.
Ma'am, what are you doing with all this skunk spray?
Watch him. He's going to come over here and buy out our supply of skunk spray.
What would make you think that just because I'm dressed up in skunk pajamas
Yeah.
and a big mascot head?
Do you have anything smellier?
It's got to smell worse than me, you guys. There's theories going around as to why 10% of Americans polled secretly enjoy the scent of skunk. Theory 1 being I just fucking made that up.
What poll was that?
They asked you and 10 other people, and those are the studies. There are 9 other people.
10% of people in the I Had a Skunk Encounter group.
What the fuck are the other 9 people doing there?
No, the other 90% publicly enjoy it.
Oh, okay.
The 10% secretly enjoy it.
Gotcha.
Some postulate that us skunk sniffers
Yeah.
are missing a receptor to make us hate it. I don't think I'm missing that, because I definitely smell the stinky parts.
I don't understand what hate means.
Others postulate we might be detecting pheromones in the scent meant for other skunks. That might be more likely.
Because I really want to convince myself I'm actually a skunk in some way.
I do, after all, enjoy a lot of other natural scents. Some people don't even smell. Also,
No, they just don't mention that they smell your farts. They can.
yeah.
They just don't talk about it.
Oh, they secretly love it. Also, seems I read somewhere that 1/13 of men and 1/3 of women can't even detect pheromones anymore, so it could be that. Didn't we just talk about whatever?
Some postulate, others postulate, seems I read somewhere.
One of these furry message boards can't be wrong.
Why did the professor return my paper on skunk spray?
Is he actually saying that 1/3 of women can't detect pheromones?
No, they can detect
That sounds
pheromones.
like woman talk to me. Be less of a skank and more of a skunk, Squiddy.
I'm a skank skunk.
Hey, I've
Skunk skank.
got some fact checking here.
Thank
Yep.
you.
I was looking up the 10% fact, and
Great.
skunklover.com.
Next episode.
The source for unbiased skunk reporting.
Why? I don't know why you're laughing, but okay.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
In the Skunk Lover history section, it says, it all started on Hollywood Squares. It says, I realized my love of skunk and that I was not alone while watching Hollywood Squares in the 80s. The question was, what percentage of people secretly love the smell of skunks? I don't remember if it was Liza Minnelli, John Denver, or those freaky Phyllis Diller lookalikes that answered. Also, honest to God, on my 37th birthday, I'm going to go to sleep. Anyway, yeah, it's a fact that comes from Hollywood Squares
Great.
as
Okay, cool.
as their source.
30
Whatever the
years
case,
ago.
I'm a skunk lover, proud
Yeah.
of it.
It's no less true.
So there's a bunch of skunk lovers with like this episode of Hollywood Squares, like between two candles on a nice little table with the sheet. It's like their shrine.
Also, more people who like the smell of skunks include Lone Skunk,
Yep.
Skunk Spray Me Now, and Skunk Sprayed, all caps.
And there's 3 responses. There's from Skunk Smeller, can I join you on a skunk hunt sometime? And Masked Skunk agreed. So this guy obviously said, hey, why don't you follow me over to Experience Project and
Wanna help organize a skunk chase sometime?
Hey, Boots, I don't remember what happened to you recently. Did you win the Oscars? Or were you a victim of satanic ritual abuse?
isn't the same thing?
The
I
answer
can't
is both.
remember.
Oh, I was, well, both happened to me, but I should just stick to the one story,
Yep.
when I won the Oscars.
Okay, great. Then this was your Oscar speech. It's called I Just Want to Say Fuck You.
Okay.
Bait and switch.
All right.
I see you handing out statues to the girl I love.
Oh, this is wow.
I just want to say fuck you.
Yeah, sure.
This is the 34th annual Receives Academy Award.
Oh, the Receives Academy.
Yeah.
They're very
2
selective.
stars.
All right. I've been remember okay. I've been given the stage note to clear my throat. So
Oh, I want to mention, by the way, that you're going to be seeing asterisks if you're reading this as a guest. But if you actually sign up for the Experience Project, you can read the word fuck.
ooh, that's exciting.
That is literally a promise that they make to members.
Oh, also, I believe that even though it's going to be applicable anyway, I still say every instance of stars needs to be the word fuck.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I've been sticking to that as well.
Here we go.
All right. Yeah. I just have a few words. I didn't write a speech or anything. I didn't expect this at all. Wow, this is so surreal here. Here it
Seeing as how
goes.
You weren't in a movie or anything.
I just want to say fuck you to fate for all the stupid, fetid cupcakes that you throw my direction.
Cupcakes.
Huh.
Whatever you have against me is beyond my comprehension, so I thank you for your contribution. Fuck you. I want to say fuck you to life. You have a great way of convincing me that you aren't fair when in reality you're just afraid of good people.
Are life and fate in the audience of this ceremony?
See, no, this is really impeccable logic you're seeing here, because he's saying fuck you to life because life hates winners, and so winners are like him are failing and thus appearing as failures even though they're winners. You
No,
know
it's-
what I'm
he's
saying?
such a nice guy, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's fuck you to life, because right at the beginning I rolled teacher, and then my brother rolled doctor, and we were just
No.
fucked for the whole thing.
Fuck you. Fuck you
Okay.
for that joke.
How's about you go fuck yourself with a train for therapy, eh? Yeah, fuck you harder.
All right.
Fuck you to my doubts. I'm gonna get you, sucker.
That's not a very good movie.
I liked it.
Fuck you, Disney, for making me fuck myself in disappointment. I'm gonna take you down.
This Mad Lib is great.
Yeah.
Fuck you, George Lucas, because you disappointed all your fans with your perfectionist bullshit.
What?
Hey,
Perfectionist.
he's just speaking truth to power, guys.
Fuck you, Bill Gates, for making a fuck operating system.
Fuck OS.
Fuck you, Steve Jobs. Your Apple Inc. is a cult bent on mediocrity. I don't care if you're dead. You aren't a revolutionary like Dennis Ritchie in your field.
Yeah.
Who's
Take that while I Google that name that you just used.
Yeah, right.
Oh, he's a guy from Bell Labs. Okay.
Fuck you, Starbucks. I don't need an explanation.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
You don't know
that's-
how that works.
That works.
Fuck you to Facebook and Twitter for sterilizing the human connection. To my neighbors, fuck all you, because I don't need to say it. I feed off your misery when I pull pranks on you. Fuck.
Are you, is this written by Bam Margera?
To every
Wait, you shitted on his joke and you told that one?
Yeah, I did. I did both of those things.
Okay.
Yep.
Double standard.
To every single cop that has stopped me based on racial profiling, fuck you and that. So fuck you for that and fuck you for giving me a hard time. Fuck you, memory. I wish you weren't so efficient. I still see everything I want to forget in full 1440p HD.
Fuck
It's
you, my
actually
brain.
less
You're
high
too
definition than.
Fuck you, subconscious, for plaguing me with nightmares and feeding off my misery.
good. Sure.
Fuck you, misery, for latching on with Gorilla Glue. Fuck you to love for being so tragic toward me constantly. Fuck you to the U.S. government for subtly taking away my rights. Subtly.
Well, it's subtle. There's not news reports or anything.
Yeah. Fuck you, Google, for being Google.
Nice. Love that one.
Fuck you, Instagram. You made more hipster zombies than Resident Evil.
A game series known well for its hipster zombies.
Yeah.
That game's got zombies in it, and he said zombies. Ah.
Architecture in Helsinki.
Fuck you to all the developers of security software. You never get it right.
Sure.
Fuck you to all the hackers that make my internet traveling tougher than it needs to be. Fuck you to that air marshal who thought I was a terrorist because I grew up my beard. I'm glad I broke your nose because you deserved it.
That totally happened.
I think this is Axl Rose. I'm
Fuck you, TV
pretty
tropes.
sure this is the liner notes to the next Guns N' Roses album. Fuck you to
that guy in the front row who has a camera. Get him.
Fuck you to the narcissists. You don't get anything done.
Just everybody on Experience Project just immediately got offended at that.
Fuck you, economics. You're the biggest lie ever. Thank you for making me work like a pack horse just so I can eat.
Yes, the fact that economics exist
No, it's a lie.
is why you have to work like a pack horse just so you can eat.
Fuck you to the Turkish Armed Forces Gendarmerie branch. Fuck you to the PKK. You have no honor.
I don't know what
You
that
have no
means.
honor, PKK.
Oh, okay.
Fuck you, humanity. Fuck you for fuck up the ratio of good bad people.
Wait,
Fuck
is
you,
humanity?
God. Thank you for nothing. You've been dead to me for a long time.
Nice.
Fuck you,
I have
14-year-olds
no
that I'm not.
God.
Fuck
Wow,
you.
so you just said fuck you to God, so where could you possibly go from there?
Obviously. Fuck you, George R. Martin. You
Just
killed
one
off
R.
my favorite Game of Thrones character and made him die like a fuck. Fuck you, Scientology. I don't want to join your alien orgies.
I do.
Yeah,
I don't like
there's
Scientology,
alien
but that
orgies in
sounds great.
Scientology.
Yeah.
That's how you get
They have
people in
those
there.
now?
Fuck you, Dell Incorporated. Thank you for the faulty hard drive you shoved into my laptop. Fuck you, Opportunity. Thank you for being elusive, but I will fuck you up regardless. You're mine, fuck. Fuck you to the publishing industry for allowing the most fucky writing to ever exist in our time. Cough. Twilight. Cough. 50 Shades of Gay. Cough.
Ooh, 50 Shades of Gay!
Yeah, I have to mask that behind a cough because I wouldn't want to, piss anyone off.
Right.
So
Yeah.
there's, but, I mean, he does realize that there are good books. I mean, he just said "fuck you, publishing company," because you produce Twilight, but he likes Game of Thrones, and those books got published.
No, fuck you, George R. Martin.
Yeah.
Fuck you, me, and the things I read.
I can't believe he killed off the one character I liked in Game of Thrones.
Okay. Where was I? Oh, right. Fuck you to the staff of the Experience Project. I'm sure you'll never read this
good.
anyway.
Good.
And fuck you, Hollywood. You mess everything up, and I will make you my slave. And finally, fuck you to reality, existence, the universe. It's basically you against me, and I'm gonna fuck you up sideways good. Whatever you do to me, I will give back 1,000-fold.
Dun, 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 dun. Back in black!
I can't wait to use this one day. Peace!
Oh, you actually dropped your mic.
Wow.
Terrific.
We're easily impressed.
Hi, I'm back.
I like how he's going to get successful enough to win an Academy Award and then tell everyone, fuck you, Game
success.
of Thrones from like 17 years ago.
You know, there was a really good reaction from his valedictorian speech that he just decided to keep going.
What is this YouTube link? He provides a YouTube link to something. Is it?
Oh, who cares?
Okay.
It's probably Rick Astley.
Yeah.
Point number 8, fuck Sopa Pippa and anyone who likes it. Point number 9, mega fuck you for being a moron. Listen,
Fuck Felix Wankel, creator of the Wankel rotary engine,
Sure, and sure.
being so efficient.
Great. My name is deleted. And I am a die-hard Michael Jackson fanatic. What makes Michael Jackson sexy to me is the entire package. Mike comes with that swag that just lingers on. Maybe it's the sparkly sock, but whatever it is, it keeps me watching. It's like he walks on air. Not anymore, but it just glides across any space with that swag, the way he looks in a suit. MJ wears the hell out of a suit. It's like the suits he chooses to wear know everything about his body and holds to his shape well. Yeah,
It's almost like he could afford world-class tailors who take his measurements and then make suits designed exactly for him.
like, you know, when you see footage of Michael Jackson, you go, that guy's dressed really well. Like, that's a not dumb outfit you have on. Then it's his eyes. Mike has the prettiest eyes I have ever seen. No one has eyes like Michael. Deep and penetrating. Like, wow! His voice is just so different, also. When he sings, his voice just reaches in and touches something in me. When he talks, his voice is masculine yet soft. His voice caresses my eardrums. The sensuality he displays in some of his videos when he performs is something else also. Divinity in motion. Give in to me. That's not related to what I was saying. I just thought I'd put that in its own paragraph. It's like he hides this part of him, and then it escapes, and wow! Doesn't hurt that he is packing something dangerous down south either.
Okay.
I have this Jet magazine with a picture of him performing, but the still shot shows that he's got something to work with down there.
So there's like 500 pictures in this.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you just
Because-
scan and upload that Jet magazine photo?
Well, no, all these pictures are just like, so for reference sake, like, just so you know what Michael Jackson looks like.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, Michael Jackson, the beer writer? Damn. Might be a V, whatever that is. But Mike definitely would have got it if he wanted it.
A vagina. Michael Jackson might have a vagina.
What?
He might have a super fat vagina.
No, it's a penis
bulbous,
that bends.
bulging vagina.
It's a penis that bends on like a 200-degree angle.
Oh my goodness. Ouch.
What with that thing?
I think they're probably useful for something.
I think the author's saying that they're a virgin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the author is a V.
Yes.
No,
but
he said
Mike
Michael
would have
Jackson might
definitely
be a
gotten
virgin.
it. Okay, well, there
But he
we
could
go.
have had it if he wanted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because he probably wanted it. Probably would have ruined me for the next man, but hey, how could I say no to Mike anyways? If I was in a marriage or relationship, Mike still would have got it.
No.
Oh!
Is
The
not an
author is
option for
definitely
him.
the virgin here.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Is that like in the wedding vows? Like, I promise to love, honor, and obey, unless Michael Jackson comes around, in which case, fuck this.
Yeah.
Sure.
That is known as the Sinead O'Connor clause.
Okay, sure. Yeah, of course.
And then they go on because they ran out of normal pictures of Michael Jackson and started photoshopping him on other people.
The cowboy one is very obvious.
The fedora. Michael in those fedoras were something else. I don't care what hairstyle he had. They all look good on him. Did you ever look at his face for like the last 20 years? Did that factor into...
I was
love the
distracted
pics
by the
of-
fedora.
Oh, right. Fair enough. The fat guys use that all the time. Look at that fat guy. Oh, wait a minute. Look at that handsome man.
Who doesn't love a fat guy in a stupid hat? Come on now.
I love the pics I have of him with his hair blowing in the wind. To me, that's when he was the sexiest. Coupled with his eyes. His hair always looked good. Don't get me started on his hands and feet. Fucking do not do it.
And now that that's been said,
His hands were just so big and his feet.
Oh God, who got him started on it?
not me.
No, yeah, don't look at me.
Which gets you to wondering if that myth about black men is true.
I don't know what myth means.
I think it is. And the crotch grab. And the crotch grabbing. Damn! Out of this world! Men don't do that.
Men never grab their crotches.
Nope. Most can't reach it.
But when Mike does it, you know he feeling the moment. For a few moments, the music got to him, knee-deep. I love the feeling. I love the sensuality he displays when he dances. The hee-hees, shamones, and ah-woos. Damn, just too damn sexy. The boy is bad. The boy is dangerous. And the playful side of Mike. Smile. Then, of course, his intellect. Michael knew so much. Michael is a visionary. I don't think the world has ever seen this level of genius since the days of Imhotep.
Yeah, the Egyptians elevated Michael Jackson to godhood.
Wow.
I think this was written by the writers of Look Around You.
I'm ignorant to history. What did Imhotep do?
was an actual guy, but he was such a great architect and was so revered that when he died, the ancient Egyptians decided, oh, he's probably a god now, so he became the god of building. They worshipped him.
Oh, okay.
But so, just like Michael Jackson. Glad I'm female, because if I were a man, I would dig Mike, and that would make me gay. LOL! Mike is
dodged
just
the bullet
so
there.
That would just be
sexy.
crazy.
Huh. That's a
Fucking
twist
what?
ending.
Jimmy Franks, do you want to share your political views with us finally? Finally? Will you
The question
finally
is,
share
does he
your
want to
political...
stop sharing his political views with us?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I got something that it's been on my mind for a while. I
Okay,
feel like
so
I should
first
share
of
it.
all, what's your name again?
My name is, I don't know where to find
It's
it.
on the bottom of the post.
My name is, on Experience Project, I go by Iron Man 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Okay,
Iron Man,
great.
12,345,678,900,000.
So that wasn't taken already? You managed to get that one for yourself?
Wait,
All
is
of
this
everything
what's the
up to that
purpose
number.
of cows one? Is this the cows?
No.
So
No.
Okay,
I
or
didn't
the one about hippopotamuses? What's going on?
we need the answer to this, cows.
I hate America.
Yep.
Oh.
How I hate USA. Bad things about USA. Not America. Because first of all, U.S. citizens consider themselves as sole Americans. Fuck! What about South America?
They consider themselves Americans too, right?
Are you with me so far?
Good. Yeah, it's a fair point. Yep, totally.
I hate USA because
Right.
they stick their nose in everybody's fuck and can't keep to themselves. I hate USA because they lock up innocent people in Guantanamo Bay that they have just kidnapped for fun without proof.
It's a prison full of batshit.
I spent a summer in Guantanamo Bay, and it was pretty nice.
Excuse me, Iron Man, is that your fuck?
I hate USA because they call themselves fair and fuck, and they are just a bunch of communists and thugs.
Right.
I hate USA because they are, uncultured. They think any Middle Eastern perso is a terrorist.
They think a Middle Eastern peso is a terrorist.
I could go on. This is a start.
Great.
Sorry, bad spelling. I had so many ideas. Did not pay attentions. Excuses only for non-USA people. Oh, and fuck Sopa Pippa. And mega fuck USA!
Yeah!
I'm not sure if that last one was a criticism or a rallying cry.
Yeah!
Someone took the time to make a point-by-point rebuttal
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
this.
Just
Yeah.
Mind warper.
I mean,
Not even
no
really
fuck you
worth-
is pretty much the statement, but, it's that, but longer.
Mega
Significantly
fuck
longer.
you for being a moron.
Nice.
checkmate.
Boots, don't you hate the Dutch, right?
Sick of the Dutch.
He's sick of the Dutch.
It's time to hate the Dutch.
Well, Canado-Dutch relations are at an all-time low.
Canado.
Okay, so this entire post is in all caps, so
Wait,
it's a good indication of quality.
I opened the Sonic the Hedgehog one.
I know,
Yeah, I
so
did
did I. What the fuck
this
is happening?
Sonic the
an
Hedgehog is
okay.
Dutch, right?
I am Sarista Crystals,
This is
and
the
I am
yelling one.
fascinated by genetics.
Sure, fair enough.
Genetic abuse by military or secret societies. I know this is strange, going to sound weird, but I have experienced strange things, viruses, plagues, and almost man-made climate-like storms that hit in strategic places, almost like in the movie The Mummy.
Right.
Hey guys, I've gotten
documentary.
sick and I've been in a storm before. There's a conspiracy here.
I saw a movie.
I do believe that organizations are spreading diseases deliberately to certain genetic types.
Sure.
I'm scared because I think they're stopping me having a life of my own. They can destroy people and brainwash them.
Make them type in all caps.
They can stop them having money and careers, family, or breeding. I believe I've been abused by a Dutch satanic power that has
Sure
caused
you
me
do believe
learning
that.
problems, illness, and confusion. It's kind of like a ring, a roses, a pocket, a ball, posies, a tissue, we all
Poises.
fall down.
It's a pocket all of poisons.
Voices.
That is.
Sorry, a pocket all of poises. Genetic types are falling down, and it has something to do with the Semite origins and other factors.
I was wondering where he was going with genetic types.
I'm surprised that didn't go on for 15,000 more
Yeah,
words.
I know.
I would say for his
Oh, I went on
thesis,
for
he was
15,000
surprised.
more posts. Anyway, it's like that episode of Doctor Who with the blood types being overtaken and doing weird things.
Even your paranoia is vague.
I think my levels were all right for that.
Yeah, it was fine.
Good. My cat
And
don't agree.
those same people that have heard you yell all those other things are walking past right at that moment.
I love that visual as like a running gag.
So that was a post by
Zarista Crystals.
Zarista Crystals, who has a lot to say about the Dutch. There is. Here's the thing. There are, we got two different submissions on the Experience Project from the same day, two different people. And both people ended up submitting at least one piece by Sarisa Crystals. Most of them are about the Dutch and Satanism.
Oh, those Dutch.
Nice.
Always worshipping Satan.
So metal.
Wow.
As a child, this Dutch girl bashed me. We got into a fight. My mom went off as both of us. I did not start the fight or break her bones or bruise her. She was a liar! So that's pretty much what she does. Portex.
Yes.
How's it going? Doing all right?
Eminently scary.
Why are you scared? Just because you like the smell of skunks? Look,
I'm not
okay,
a furry,
fine.
you guys. I'm not a furry.
Yeah, fine. It's fine. Just tell me about your love life and do it in a way that proves that you're not a furry.
Okay, fine. I'll do it. Wait.
Sure.
Well-
Your avatar is Sonic the Hedgehog, but
Avatar
sure you
is
can still make the
actually
case.
an echidna from the Sonic comics, asshole.
yeah, no, you're not digging yourself deeper. No way.
I'm not a furry.
Not a furry.
What's your name?
My name is Angela Dark.
She's somewhere from 31 to 35.
And I'm an F. I'm an F-grade human being.
Experience Project rates you 8.
I was about to say, I like the idea of Experience Project grading people's posts.
Or their lives.
And I am in love with a fictional character.
Oh, wow. Breaking new ground here.
Mm-hmm. Sonic.
Oh, dear.
I can't help it. I love the blur blur. That
Blur blur.
supersonic hedgehog. Ever since the first game, I've been a fan, but it was the Sat AM cartoon that made me really like him. He's in a lot of my fantasies, including sexual ones. Also, the girl I think is his best and truest love, Princess Sally, is exactly who I want to be. Well, pretty damn close anyway.
Oh.
I know I'm not the only who feels for this particular fictional character. Look at him after all.
I'm regretting signing this poster for you now.
The response of "I love
But
Mr.
oh my
Hanky."
god, the response.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a troll or if we just totally buried the lead on this
Right.
one.
That's gotta be the troll. Yeah.
Actually real in the
yeah,
South
but that-
Park dimension, and I can
Yeah,
contact with him.
but that second response by him though is pretty impressive.
Yeah,
even if
that's
it is,
pretty funny.
even if it is a
Yep.
troll.
He's putting some effort into this, yeah.
Squiddy, you have a roadmap to a new and better world, right?
Yeah.
I'm glad that we can finally have you back on the show so you can talk about that and improve this world that we all live in. So your name's Panzermeister. You're somewhere between 18 and 21, and here's a photo of your fat belly.
What could this post possibly be?
I've seen fatter bellies than that.
Panzermeister is just a stomach.
Okay. I think obesity should be encouraged in society.
Sure.
Fat is good. Why not embrace what is already upon us? Obesity is helpful to our society in a huge number of ways. We can't fight wars if people are too fat to run.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's not really true. I mean, modern warfare is a lot of
They
machines.
can all just kind of roll at each other. You don't know.
Well, he was watching the Olympics, and he saw like the 100-meter dash, and he's like, "Oh, this is war." That's how wars are decided: is whoever runs the fastest.
We don't need slaves if we get all the food we need.
Okay, there are so many things wrong with what was just said there that I'm having trouble forming even a snark to say about
Good.
How do you get the food then? There.
From the fat, you just
Money from
somebody
fat
walks
people.
by, just bite off a chunk.
I mean, we're not going to pay that person, so they're basically
So you hide underground like a fucking wolf spider, and if a normal person walks past you, you jump out and devour them?
Well, we already have those things where we can carry our babies on our backs, so
Well,
halfway there.
there's liposuction. I guess we could harvest fat from people. And then
Yeah.
feed ourselves.
But then they
with
wouldn't
it.
be fat.
And then
then
you
they-
would become fat because you would eat the fat that was liposuctioned
Oh.
from people's fat.
I'm seeing a
Okay.
really terrible dystopic, student film from this one here.
If we could eat people and also
But not kill anybody?
also never poop, and then
And never
convert all the energy back into our bodies, we can
Right.
constantly eat each other and never have to need food again.
I'm taking
Yeah,
a
they would just
screenwriting
pass
class.
the fat back and forth. So
And it's sexy.
next
All right, keep
year,
going here.
You be fat.
Money from fat people pays food company employees.
True. Yes. Okay.
Right?
I'll give you that one.
Money from fat people boosts the economy.
It drains other parts, but sure. Okay.
Yeah.
No need for PE and other sports, which cost money.
Food
That
doesn't
one's a
cost
problem.
money.
Can't have slaves if they can't labor. I don't really see how slaves figures into this, actually.
Twice. That's how many times
Yes,
it figures
okay.
in.
We need these benefits. We also have an amazing science program in our society. Embracing it could quite possibly eliminate fat-caused diseases, since just the other day they found a way to rework someone's DNA to make sure they didn't get specific health issues throughout their life.
Just the other
Holy
day.
shit!
We
Holy
solved all
shit.
illnesses, so therefore everyone should be fat.
Look, okay, here's the deal. I'm gonna eat this 10-pound thing of Jelly Bellies, and it's up to science to cure my diabetes.
That's right. Time was you didn't have science.
Self-unclogging hearts.
This is thin privilege blog claims that
Unclogging
that's
arteries.
impossible. Though.
Unbreakable ankles.
Next, we should focus on developing a plant that grows without water and is extremely carbohydrate and sucrose-based to help the people of Africa and other dry countries / continents / nations.
Yes, because the problem that people in Africa are having is that they're not fat.
Right.
Right, yeah. We know you have an AIDS epidemic, but we think
We're just
we can
going to
fix
skip
that with
right
an
past the
obesity
part where you
epidemic.
eat healthy and skip to the part where you eat foods that will make you unhealthy again.
If we take a look at an average overweight kid and you ask a doctor how it will affect him, there is no answer.
We don't know how to make thin people.
Couldn't we have gotten Victor on this episode?
Oh, yeah.
We would have had to just edit him out. There's no answer. Victor had nothing to say to that. He's like, you got me. You got me.
The doctor will just tell you that he's unhealthy. That's because there truly is no problem with being fat.
He just said he's unhealthy. That's a problem.
No. No.
He's unhealthy, but I
No.
mean that in a good way.
Right. With that genetic work we could do, fat could actually be considered healthy.
I love how DNA is like the modern magic.
Yeah, and this is
Yeah.
this whole theory
In
is
the
based on
40s
this fake thing, the science that has never happened.
In the 1940s and 50s, it was atomic energy, and now it's DNA. It can do anything.
Also, like your profile image is somebody sticking at their gut, trying to make them look more fatter.
Yeah, it's not even that fat.
I know.
Well, they're fatkin.
Fat in my
They're
soul.
fat in their soul.
It's trans fat.
Not only could we play all of the video games we want and be lazy all time, but we could enjoy that pudgy belly around our midsections. I was shaking my pudgy belly at that. Could you hear that? Pudgy belly. Sounds good to me. The end.
So, money. So, to recap, money from Fatfield pays food company employees.
Right.
The money from fat people boosts the economy, but if everyone's fat, we can all play video games and be lazy all the time.
Right, to benefit the economy.
Yeah, to benefit the economy and all of the employees who are also
Benefiting.
playing video games.
Yeah.
One of the supporters of this is a teenage fatty who is a male 70 plus.
What? How does that work?
He has 608 experiences.
Isfahan,
Yes, sir.
your name is One of Legion, and you want a woman to use you as a mop to clean her floors. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Would I?
Nice.
What?
All right.
Why have I never met a man who wanted a woman to use a mop to clean the floors?
Well, now you have. I think we have a love connection on our hands here. How would this work? One
I'm
of
going to get in a
Legion.
fight in her, and she will literally mop the floor with me. No. Okay. Well, how it would work is a woman would just clean her floors as normal. I'd just take the place of her mop. A bit of modification in a standard mop head, and I'd be quite effective at getting her flooring clean. Just a regular squeeze and rinse and some floor cleaner.
Screw out your hair, lazy.
It most likely would be quite unpleasant for me, but you get what you ask for, and I'm sure she'd just have fun with her living mop.
Yeah, it sounds
I love it with
terrific.
this fetish things. They always think that the woman would somehow enjoy a living mop.
Well, in this fantasy, they're also into it.
I'm sorry. Well,
women love to clean.
So you like that? Are you in? Are you in yet?
Wait,
Well,
me?
I'm
Yes.
Yeah. Are you?
I'm
good?
sure I would love
You know
to
what?
have fun.
You know what? It sounds like you take more convincing. That's fine. That's fine. Because in addition to wanting a woman to use him as a mop to clean her floors, One of Legion is also looking for a woman to treat me as a garment. Will you tell us about that, Isfahan, please?
How hairy is this guy?
Washing, drying, starching, ironing, folding, even dry cleaning, hanging up in the wardrobe, or forgotten at the back of a closet. Garments get repaired as well, sewn, patched, lost buttons replaced, hemmed and altered, dyed, etc. Eventually garments get recycled into other garments, or shredded for use as filling or rags. Did I just read a Wikipedia entry? There's nothing to suggest that somebody's getting hot over this.
Where is this from? Is this from Experience Project?
This is from Experience Project. It's just offline.
Because this guy's just giving facts about clothes now.
Maybe his
Isfahan, what-
fetish is like plagiarizing from Wikipedia.
Isfahan, one more from the same author.
Okay. Look, I know that being put in a washing machine will inevitably kill me. You don't need to keep telling me over and over as if it's something I'm not for some reason aware of.
I'm picturing him, like, having this conversation with the reflection in the mirror.
I'm aware that people need to breathe, cannot survive scalding hot water.
You should really get a job.
Or massive G-forces,
Yes, massive G-forces of a washing machine.
Yeah.
I'm not under the illusion that I'll get out of the machine afterwards, say thank you to the woman and go home and have a cup of tea.
Actually, that's much more plausible than dying, especially if you're into it.
I'm fully aware that washing machines are designed to wash clothing and other textiles.
Why do you think I'm crazy?
Nearly everything anybody does kills them. Maybe slowly, but still death is inevitable. So, the reason you should let me get in your washing machine is because life is futile.
Well, so he was saying, okay, I want a woman to use me as a mop. Might as well fucking end it all, because what the fuck's the point of my life?
Yes.
Can I crawl into the washing machine?
Look,
Yeah, it's a new reprinting of No Exit with the Maytag Man on the cover.
I cannot wait to see this Werner Herzog film.
smoking kills you. Alcohol kills you. Drugs kill you, etc.
I'll kill you after I go on my mop date.
They may kill much slower than being stuffed in a washing machine's drum, but still they kill. I am not in the least bit concerned about dying in a washing machine, semicolon. Honestly, I am not. It doesn't faze me at all.
Sure, I believe you. The more you say it, the more I believe you.
Yes.
Methinks the pervert doth protest too much.
Boots, I remember that when we were looking at this this a little earlier,
It was crystals, yeah.
you were saying that you were telling me specifically that you fight for the astral resistance against powerful evil. I remember you saying. I remember those words echoing in my head. I fight for
It's
the
not
astral
something you
resistance
forget,
against powerful
really.
It's
IFFT.
Anytime you sort of get alone with me in a conversation, it kind of blurts out of my mouth. I know I'm sort of becoming a broken record now, but I fight for the astral resistance against powerful evil.
Yeah, you do.
Not wussy
Right.
evil.
Tell me more.
Yep. Crystals. Last summer I found a green crystallized rock. It was polished, and I found it on a gravel pile near my apartment building, so I picked it up, and I took it home. A week later, I found another one. It was smaller, but also green. I found it on the same spot as the one. A person I do a reading on the first stone. When I did, I had an experience. I rather not talk about it.
Well, it's
But
a good thing
this-
you showed up to
Because
Experience Project.
it's not relevant to the conversation.
But this post isn't about those crystals. It's about the
Okay.
two I found at the place I work. One is quartz, I think polished, but thought it was strange, though I took it home. And last week on Thursday, which was exactly a week after I found the quartz stone, I found another crystallized rock in this. However, it was much different. It had a lot of dark colors mixed in it, like brown and tan and a bit of red. It was polished as well. I took that home as well. Now I've been thinking about why I'm finding these crystals and why a week apart from the first. I think it is some sort of reason for it. I just don't know. What do you guys have any ideas?
Shit.
Are you a crow?
He's a magpie. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Where's the powerful
And then I took all
evil?
these quarters out of the car wash, and I stuck them in my nest.
I really think this
Oh,
is
these
disappointing.
are ancient Celtic silver coins.
When does the evil happen?
The evil doesn't happen because they fought it, dumbass.
Yeah. They
They
fight
averted it.
powerful evil by picking up pieces of broken beer bottles off of gravel piles and
Well, last summer, sometime after finding the green ones, I think I started looking in a river at a park for crystals, and I found that it was quite easy. I found quite a few quartz crystals, but I had to take a swim to find bigger ones, and I found a few decent-sized ones. The biggest one I found still had a lot of rock coating on it, and I think of finding a way to remove the rest because it's fully crystallized, just had the coating on it. Nowadays, collecting the crystals has become partly a hobby, but I don't buy very many because I think of buying some more since I only have a few different ones, but my area quartz is more common than other types of crystal.
What the fuck?
I'm thinking of doing research on crystal magic.
Yeah, that will make you make more sense, I'm sure.
be sure to get a guitar. They like guitar.
Yeah, you gotta play the...
I have a fairly large crystal that has gathered so much energy that it has become alive.
Really?
I also have a crystal that a black dragon calls home.
Okay.
So, just FYI.
That sounds useful.
Yep.
I'm gonna let you decide what the last piece you'd like to hear is. You can either hear "I Hate My Parents" or "I Love Ladies with Flat Tires."
Ladies with flat tires as in, like, on their cars? Like, is it the car stuck?
They like it like that.
I'm going with the tires.
Well, I would vote for...
Yeah, flat tire sounds like something I could masturbate to. So
Sure.
let's just go out with a bang.
Okay, I love ladies with flat tires. You need to really have like Firebug enabled in order to hide the divs that will bring up an adult warning when you click on that. Worshipping my wife's feet whilst she has a flat tire. I have had two major fetishes since I was young. One is for women's feet, and the other, more unusual one, is for watching women drive cars with flat tires.
So,
How do you-
if she's driving the Flintstones car, you got the best of both worlds.
Oh my god. Just
Well, those are pretty
passes
round,
out.
though.
Yeah, but okay, if she got a flat tire and so she decided as an option to drive it Flintstone style, then...
Oh, that would
Yeah.
be great.
Yeah. Mhm.
My
also like
wife.
women
I
whose
charge
waist size-
$5,000 per picture, by the way, guy.
Sure.
I also like women with a 6-inch circumference waist.
My wife loves my foot fetish, and it has been a major part of our intimate life for as long as we have been together. However, I've never managed to combine my two pleasures until the last few years. My wife will buy and wear shoes that she knows that I like just to get a reaction from me, and it always works. I have kissed and smelled her feet on trains, in aeroplanes. Of course I'm British! What the fuck? I knew immediately this guy was British.
Well, yeah, the tires.
You spell
That's
tire
what
with
Yeah.
a Y.
Oh, sure, fair enough.
TYR.
Yeah. In aeroplanes, in restaurants, and in public as well as at home, usually without anyone noticing, but with great effect for the two of us.
This rewrite
On-
of Green Eggs and Ham pisses me off.
You said you wanted more words. You didn't say what the words had to be.
Fuck you guys. It's gonna be about foot shit.
On one of the first occasions, my wife had to leave the house before me to go to work, so I laid back in bed watching her dress in a summer dress to just below the knee and some unremarkable flat shoes which showed off the top of her feet, but not her fantastic soles and heels. When she came to say goodbye, I ran my hand up and down her leg and gently pushed off her shoe, and she smiled, swung her foot up over the bed next to me and let me kiss and nuzzle it whilst gently moving her hand under the bedclothes to find me. As she started to gently stroke me, she asked me, "Would you like me to wear a different pair of shoes to work?"
Oh my god. He's living in a shittily written fetish story.
I'm starting to doubt this woman existing.
And then she was a vampire and she had to go to the bathroom.
I nodded. Speech was a little difficult with a mouthful of big toe. And she went off to the wardrobe and found a pair of strappy sandals with a small heel that make her feet look fantastic. Put them on, waved her foot at me, and left for work.
Like, bye-bye with the foot.
Yep.
She just chopped it off and left it with him.
I'm sure he
Hey.
would love that.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
no,
sure
he
he
just-
would be fine
yeah.
with that.
This is
Waved it
my
under her
lucky
nose.
woman's foot.
Spoil sport, I thought. Maybe we can carry that on later. As I awake, I got up and headed off downstairs for breakfast, looking out the window as my wife and her beautiful feet headed off to the garage to get in her car.
Well,
Assuming
arm in
separately.
arm.
Oh, how I wish I was that gas pedal.
As she backed the car out of the garage, I noticed that the driver's side front tire was almost flat and felt an immediate kick in my shorts that suggested I might want to explore this a little further.
The kick in the shorts, that was me kicking you in the junk to make you stop.
I think this is how some people accidentally get fetishes, is because they already had kind of a boner going already.
Yeah.
And then something new happens, and their brain associates that with the
Correlation
boner.
and causation.
And yeah, I think we're onto
I
something
think
here.
you need to write a paper. A science paper.
A science paper, you say?
Yes.
That's my fetish.
Every time I blow the fuse, I get a boner.
So you would just like walk around. You'd have like a team of dudes with kind of boners walking around and just expose them to random stimuli
Right,
to see what
right,
happens.
Yeah.
I made an origami crane. Does that do anything for you? Oh, it does now. That's great.
Wanted. Wanted young men with half chub.
Yeah.
Parentheses, it'll get weirder from there.
That would not be hard to find in college.
That's true.
Anyway, I watched her back the car out of the drive on the nearly flat tire, enjoying it as the tire crumpled as she reversed, and thinking of her fantastic feet in those sandals, and I felt the thrill of pleasure as I understood that she hadn't realized about the deflated tire and was going to drive off to work. Sure enough, she drove off, and I could hear the flattened tire thumping lightly on the road as she drove off.
But she
I was quite
couldn't hear
beside
it.
myself. She couldn't hear it. I could hear it. I could hear it a mile away.
I cut
Because
her
I
ears
have
off so
driven a
she would
car
never
before.
leave.
I have tire sense.
There's also false dichotomy going on here because he thinks it's hot that she doesn't realize that the tire is flat.
Yep.
But let's consider the alternative. If she had gotten out and expressed and he saw her down there expressing frustration that the tire was flat, he would have found that hot.
Don't
Yeah.
tell me how my boner works.
Look, as long as there's feet, it's hot.
Kick the tire with that foot. Oh god.
Then I heard it thump, 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 and her car come limping around the corner with now a completely flat tire. She had managed a good 3 miles up the road before someone had pointed out the flat tire to her, and even though she was unaware of my thing for flat tires at this point, she had chosen to drive the car back home on the punctured tire.
Because the only way you can tell if you're driving a car with a flat tire is if somebody points it out to you.
She's clearly an idiot. As she got out of the car, my eyes were drawn first to her feet,
Yeah,
which
we know.
against the
My eyes are
totally
up here.
which against the totally flat tire looked fantastic. And then to her breasts. Ugh.
Nope, keep going.
Gross. Stop.
If we could just attach feet to her chest, that would be great.
Her nipples were as hard as I'd ever seen them
Yeah.
through her dress, and she had obviously taken her bra off since she had left the house.
What?
No,
She
I
drove
think you're
3
backfilling
blocks?
some of the details here. Why do I wear these? They're so uncomfortable. Ugh. On her way to work.
That's what women do. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all the men are gone. Time to take off the bras.
I've got a slightly flat tire, she told me with a hint of breathlessness.
Did she say that from
let's have a
outside
look,
the
I said, and I knelt down, still in my sleeping shorts and t-shirt by the saggy tire. As I looked at the tire, which was completely flat, she slipped off her sandal and put her foot on my lap. Caressing her foot and checking out the tire, I asked her how she got the puncture, and she said, I think I had it when I left, but I was enjoying how it felt, so I thought I would carry on driving.
Wrong.
Okay, yeah, this story
lying.
never happened.
No,
This story
it
never
did!
happened.
Troper
Why don't you
tale.
believe this?
This troper once witnessed and then like what, a giant snake is going to show up and eat her, and that's going to be like, oh, what are the odds? And then
No,
gonna
no,
kick
and
on
then
that
at, the,
hot
at, the,
too.
at the end, both husband and wife are going to be squished by the Monty Python foot. I looked
you
at
feel
her,
about
then
that
the
joke?
tire, then the foot, then the tire. Then the foot, which was now flexing its toes through my shorts on my very enlarged manhood, and said, Would you like me to change it? Hoping against hope that the answer might be no, I couldn't believe my ears when she said, no, I think we should drive to a garage and see if we can pump it up.
Wait, what?
Okay, fetish number 4, 5.
He's just racking them up like Steve Jobs, buddy.
Are you counting
This
boobs,
guy's never
though?
going to orgasm again because all the fucking planets have to align in order for this. Just to get a boner, like a bird has to fly by, and a Campbell soup can needs to roll down the street.
It's a Jenga tower of paraphilias.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, it's a waning gibbous. Here, quick.
Knowing that we live 10 miles from the nearest garage with an airline. That kind of airline.
Yeah.
And that there is a foot pump in the garage, I realized that neither of us were going to make it to work on time that day. I jumped into the car, and before we drove off, made sure that I bent down into the driver's footwell and kissed my wife's beautiful feet. And as she backed off the driveway for the second time, felt myself getting harder and harder as I watched the feet, her swollen nipples, listened to the flat tire.
You could see her nipples.
Oh, wait. No, hang on. I should read that the way that it was intended. She backed off the driveway for the second time, felt myself getting harder and harder as I watched her feet, her swollen nipples, listened to the flat tire, and felt her gently squeezing me. This is just the first part of the story, and there have been a few others since. If you would like me to carry on, just let me know.
So, how did he... What happened?
I like
nobody
the idea
let
of,
him know.
He gets to work late, and the boss asks why he's late, and he tells this entire story to him.
Well, the details would be very important. He's just getting hotter and hotter as he's telling it to the boss.
He's like halfway through, and the boss is like, "Oh, so you guys were fucking?" It's like, "No, we went to the garage."
Yeah. She had a flat tire, if you know what I mean. You what? Like the car had a flat tire. You know? Yeah, I'm fired, aren't I? Yeah, that's cool. See ya.
Too many problems, so why am I here? I need me, 'cause you're all too clear. And I can see there's something wrong with you. What do you expect me to do? This I gotta know.
And there we go, round about an hour of people telling us, are they experienced projects? Have they ever been experienced project? Isfahan, what did you learn this week?
I learned that all the EN threads of the internet have found their mothership.
Sure, absolutely. You want to explain EN to the people that haven't been around the internet for the last 20 years?
These days with your MP3s.
It's not as common as you think.
Okay,
Anyway.
EN stands for everything nothing, or everything / nothing. The explanation there is it means everything to the writer, nothing to the readers.
Correct.
And it's kind of an encapsulation of the idea of telling people stuff about yourself that they don't care about, but that you care about, and somehow in the transfer of information, a connection is made or not, but you just have to vent.
Yeah, and it's actually it's an unfortunate term to have fallen out of favor because it used to be kind of a tag or a forewarning or whatever, like I'm gonna write this thing. It probably doesn't mean shit to you, but it means something to me to write it. Fuck it. So it's gonna help me. Maybe it doesn't help you, but we'll see. And now it's just sort of the de facto way of doing things.
Yeah, it's almost become for people who still use it, it's almost become a pejorative. Like, oh, this is an EN. I can tell. But really, we've seen this in other readings of people just kind of just jumping in, saying something about themselves apropos of nothing. But here, but with those other sites, it's always been an underlying structure. But here, the structure actually seems to be that.
Yeah, that's what they're looking for. Like, come on, tell us about yourself, and nobody cares because unlike a site from way back in the archives, Daily Strength, Daily Strength was supposed to be. It doesn't work, but it's supposed to be a support group. It's supposed to be like people that have kind of the same problem talking about their problem. But this doesn't even get that deep because it says, like, this is me. The end.
Here's a story, or maybe not. There's that Me Too button, but the Me Too button is never enough for people.
Of course. Big thanks to Dacey Mormont and Sinestro, both of whom provided terrific docs for us to read, and the episode tonight was a combination of the two of them. And speaking of baseless narcissism, I wanted to take this moment to talk about social networks, and specifically F+'s involvement in such. So we obviously, thefpl.us and balp.it, those are our sites. But we are on basically every social network there is, except for Pinterest. And we don't have a LinkedIn. but you know, I mean, we've got F+ has a presence on Facebook and Google+, Twitter. I think that's it. We don't have a Tumblr, but there's the tag. And I just wanted to very briefly explain how that works. The Facebook, you know, like it, people have, you know, we've got somewhere in the 500 and something kind of fans, which is nice. The Google Plus, liking on the site on Google Plus, and I want to be honest now. This does not really mean anything because, it's another social network. I'm not going to update another social network.
Yeah.
That will not happen. However, it's still a good idea to do it for one simple reason, which is that if you +1 a site, that actually helps with SEO, right? Because now, if a number of people have +1 to the specific site, then it's ranked as relevant to people's interests, and therefore the SEO is better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'd hate to think who finds our content relevant to their interests.
Sure. But what I'm saying is that if you do +1 on Google+, I won't probably ever write updates for it, which we're going to consider a positive, but I still would like you to do that. But the one thing that we have been doing lately is we've got the Twitter accounts on the side, and I know that both me and Boots have been trying to do tweets about teasers and kind of stuff like that. So that's if you were gonna do one social network for F+, that would be the recommendation.
Cool.
I just wanted to mention that because I know that it's confusing. But regardless, the F+ and Ball Pit. That's really what the option is. All right, that's it. Good night.
Take care.
What's the category for this one?
That's a great question.
It's the button right on the right of I am emo and goth.
The category is Me Too?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Oh, isn't
no,
it?
what is that? That's a button you can hit. Wow.
Can we all hit that? I have to sign up.
Yeah, I'm
go
also.
ahead, make an account so that you can say that you're emo and goth.
Jimmy Franks is going to say Me Too to everything.
I would have thought it would be awesome if all at once, within the space of 30 seconds, she had 5 Me Toos.
we game the system because it does it over time, so suddenly this shoots to the front of Experience Project because there was a 10,000% spike in Me Toos.
Yeah, Experience Project would be pissed because all of a sudden there'd be stupid things on their front page.